Hello guys, I'm here to introduce you to learning more about how to create a digital formatted vision board for 2024. Vision boards have been the hot topic this past couple of months because we're approaching a new year and we want something different other than a New Year's resolution. I feel like vision boards have been able to actually help create our actual visions to come to life. It's supposed to motivate you to remind yourself to keep working on what your vision is. It's your job to apply that action to create what you want. Hence, without the vision, you can't actually complete the goal because you have to visualize the vision first in order to complete the goals that you want in your life. You can make the changes that you want in your life and you can create a better life for yourself. If you envision it, it can actually work out for you because your mind is programmed to want that and create that. And next thing you know, your subconscious creates these functional habits to get closer and closer to that step. How can you want to lose weight, but you can't envision yourself looking more fit? If you envision it and you work towards it, it's something to gear towards making sure that that happens for you. But if you are not making sure that happens for you, that vision won't come to life. Hello guys, my name is Nita. My name is Nita. Do you see the sign? So I created a career shooting on my iPhone for a living, and it brought me to this wonderful high-rise place that I live at. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, I know, great. I'm actually here to go over how to create a digital formatted vision board here in 2024. To me, a digital vision board is a lot more easier. I mean, look, I'm artsy, but I'm not that artsy. I just don't have the time or the patience to go pick out things from a magazine that I liked or envision, cut them up, and then paste them on a board. I mean, people can do that. You, by all means, can do that. For me, I'm just more of the point A to B kind of person, like the simplicity sometimes. I'm here to teach you how to do that easily, simple tools that you need for it. So are you ready to create your first vision board if you haven't created one yet already? Well, I'm here to teach you how to create a vision board where it actually works, because there's no point in creating a vision board it doesn't work for you. So it's important to know how it all works and how to make it work for you here in 2024. Why is it so important to have a vision board? It is so important to have a vision board because you need the vision first before you work towards something that's your goal. If you don't have a vision for it, how can you work towards it, create those plans for it? Because you're never going to get to your goal if you didn't have point A first. You have to build that foundation first, build the vision first. Visualize what you're wanting so that way you can actually reach for it. You can't reach for something but you're not seeing it. Like, no, it doesn't work that way. I actually had a friend that was recently like, well, I feel like if I get a vision board, I'm just not going to look at it and there's just no point of it. Well, you're literally just telling yourself, I can't envision my goals and my future. How can you create a future that you can't see? I'm going to break this up to make it a lot easier for you to understand. Feel free to skip ahead if you just want to look at the table of contents over here and go towards what you really just want to know about. By all means, feel free to watch the whole video to get a great concept of the whole aspect of how to create a vision board, the importance of it, and all the nitty-gritty stuff to help you incorporate something to actually make it work for you. Thank you guys for watching again. Feel free to subscribe, don't forget. Let's start this video. So I'm actually just gonna look it up and answer this question for you, for those who are curious. What is a vision board? So a vision board or dream board is a collage of images, pictures, and affirmations of one's dreams and desires designed to serve as a source of inspiration and motivation. The usefulness of the vision board has been endorsed by celebrities such as Oprah Winfrey, Steve Harvey, and John Pierre. So the whole purpose of these things is to help you vision your future. As you guys know, I obviously use vision boards, hence why you're probably watching this video. There's tons of benefits of having a vision board. Sometimes when you have your dark days, because we all do, moments of sadness or thinking about an ex or thinking about FOMO situations, like I'm missing out and da 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 da. Well, you will always have your vision board. That vision board is help you to remember why you are here. What is your goals? What is your plans? Because at the end of the day, we're all gonna die. So why not live your life to the fullest? Put your big dreams on a board and actually work towards it, and you just never know what will come of it if you try. I feel like having this vision board will help you, remind you who you are, what you're here for, what you're gonna do, what do you want to do better, what do you want to do differently. Every year is an opportunity for you to make your dreams come true, make your visions and your goals in your life be completed. And the only way you're gonna do that is you have to visualize it first, what you want. There's so many times where I created vision boards and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna put that on there, put that on there. And so far, those things have actually came true. It's actually crazy because I never thought too much on it like 4 or 5 months ago until I was like, wait a minute, half these things on my vision board is actually my reality. I just never really thought of it too much like that because I guess I got so caught up with life and like downfalls and certain things that just didn't work out that I just kind of like didn't realize that my vision board that I created back in either 2022 or 2023 has actually happened. There were times where I told a friend and said, hey, I wish I was on that billboard as we're walking downtown in the streets. I ended up being on the billboards. It wasn't what I expected. I was thinking like Apple, but at the end of the day, I still was on the board, you know? Like I visualized it like, man, my work is gonna look so cool up there. It came true. Another thing that happened was I told myself, I really wanna have a SUV car. Like that's just something that I really want so bad. I want an SUV car. I don't really care what like type of car it is. I just want a nice SUV because it makes me feel good to be a little higher up in an SUV. And sure enough, I ended up getting an SUV. Like literally it was January, February, March where I was like, man, I really need to push this. I need to do something about this. Here, I'll try to save some money. Life happened where my money was just like, oh, well, it looks like it's not happening until like next year probably. Sure enough, my car actually just died on me. And then as I'm trying to maneuver and figure out, navigate ways to get another car because I didn't want to be carless, someone gave me an answer that actually helped me out. And I actually went to this place, Drive Time, and I found out that I could actually get a car that didn't reflect on my credit score because it wasn't the best at the time. And sure enough, I got an SUV. And it was exactly what my dream board was. I mean, you know, my vision board was a little bit more luxurious, but the car itself was still nice and clean, and it was still an SUV at the end of the day. What? That's an example of like, you really have to put it out there. You have to say it, you have to visualize it in order for those things to come to you. As long as you're doing the work and trying, it's bound to happen. The advantages of creating a digital board over a physical one. So with the digital one, you can actually apply it to many things that you constantly see every day. I know most people don't constantly like look at their wall art every day in their home. No. But what do you constantly like look at? Like I look at my iPad, my laptop, my phone. So I have my vision boards on all my digital devices that I pretty much look at every day. And then when you see that every day, and sometimes I don't even really pay attention to it that much, it subconsciously is being put in your brain and programs you the things that you are wanting and desiring for yourself. When you keep applying these things to things that you every day see, like it could be the background of your screensaver on your TV or something like that, or again your laptop, or something that you can even like create it and still print it out for yourself and place it in areas in your room or the bathroom wall. And that's why I like the digital format, because it's more, it can be turned into more than one area, more than used in one or more places. So it really comes in handy over a physical one, yet you still can do, but digital, it just makes it so much easier. Again, you can just print it out if you want to. I actually had a friend who created a digital version of it, and she ended up using this company where they create canvas, and she made this huge like vision board and she put it in the center of her living room. And I'm like, oh, smart. So you have those opportunities there. Now there's some cool mobile apps that I personally use. It's very easy. I use InShot to create my vision boards, and plenty of other ones that you can use to create a collage of photos put together however you want. There's newer apps every day, so by the time you watch this video, there's probably a better app that is specifically made to help you create your vision board for you. But it can be as simple as InShot. Thank you, InShot, for letting me create my vision board for this year. I could be at a coffee shop and then I pull out my phone, about to pay or something, and then boom, it pops up. Or I'm on the elevator and I don't want to awkwardly talk to the person in the elevator with me, boom, reminds me every day, I'm special. Or, you know, again, my vision, my goals, but it's just so convenient. And especially when I'm like at a coffee shop and I'm on my iPad and the first thing that pops up, boom, So again, it's just so good to have, and the accessibility is just so much easier to actually focus on. And I feel like the more it's imprinted in your brain, the quicker it comes to life.
All right, guys, let's pull out that notebook and grab a pen so we can start writing what we actually want for ourselves. I'm even going to join in and start a fresh new vision board so that way you can see how the process works. I actually create a list on my phone, so it makes it so much easier for me to write it down for when I go through the process of picking out the pictures next. The best thing about vision boards is that it forces you to be more concise. Like, you can't just put down, I want to be rich. You have to be clear about what you want far as being rich. Are we talking about rich in money? What does that look like? So literally describe what it looks like that you want. That's the point of the vision board. You can't just say, I want to be wealthy. What are you wanting to be wealthy in? What does that look like? Are we talking about 300K, 1 million, a billion? Write it down. Make those dreams come true. It definitely won't come true if you are not precise about what you want. If you're stuck and you can't really think about what you want, think about things in these 4 categories. In business, what does your career look like? What do you want in your career life? What will make you happy? In your relationship life, write down what you want in your relationship life. Make that very clear about exactly what you will want in a partner. In your wealth life, like, how much money do you want to make? How much income do you want to have? What does your vacation life look like? And for health reasons, what does your health look like? Do you want to hit a certain weight goal, or do you want to be more comfortable in your own skin? Even skincare, what does your skin look like far as, do you want no pimples? Do you want to make sure your skin is smooth? Do you want to have glowish skin? These are all things that you should write down to incorporate what you want, what your vision board to look like. For my new vision board, I decided to write down things that I want to be better at as well, like learning French and Spanish, staying a certain weight and gaining muscle, getting an agent at an agency. I want to partner up with 5-star hotels. I want to make 30,000 a month, and that is my first goal for this year. I could put 100K. That would be great too, but I really want to be a little more realistic of what could be possible right here, right now. In between 30,000 and 100K, you never know. I want to speak at more conferences. I want to have my own reality series on Netflix or a streaming service one day. I know, crazy, right? But hey, anything is possible. Again, if you get stuck, remember to write down the 4 quadrants that could help you, focusing more on your business, your health, your wealth, and your relationship life. So the best options for creating a digital board is going to Pinterest or Google Images, or now you can create AI photos by simply typing up what you wrote down to envision what you were visioning. But for this case, I'm using Pinterest and typing up things that I want to see and putting aesthetics next to it to make it more easier to see a POV version or what someone is actually doing that I want to do. If you're wanting a certain amount of money, you can always put in like 30K in the bank account or just a lot of money in the bank account and choose the images that resembles what you want to see for yourself. That is an example of like what to type up or what to put on the vision board. I wouldn't necessarily put money because technically you're making money once you do your 9-to-5 job or whatever. So that's why it's so important to be more exact, because then it can actually come true when you see the actual numbers. Don't forget to be precise. I don't know about you, but you should have chills while you're searching for the images that resonates with your vision. You should be proud for putting what you want in your life into existence, no matter how big and crazy that idea is. The more precise, the more realistic. I'm simply going on Pinterest and downloading, saving the images so that way I can save them and make a collage of these photos in InShot, which is the app I will be using to make my vision board. Now, to make it easier, not so overwhelming, feel free to choose at least 12 images, 12 to 20 images if you want, so that way you can put that down on your vision board of what you really prioritize for the year, because you can always have more goals and dreams for the next year. That's why it's so important to be more realistic and put down a good amount, like maybe 5 to 10 at max, really, for a vision on a vision board, so that way you can actually hit those goals, since it's not too overwhelming to do so much that you will really want to do, but enough options to have for what you really want to accomplish for the year. Okay, now we're going to go to InShot, and we're going to hit collage, grid, and now all the images are going to pop up from what I saved and downloaded from my Pinterest. Now I'm going to select the ones that I want for my board. Now I've selected the ones that I want, and I'm going to hit the check mark on the side. Now great, now I made a 3:4 ratio square for my first half of my vision board. You can see the options. You don't have to keep it that way. If this is all you want, you can always switch it up to a 9:16, and that's good for making it as your phone wallpaper. If you're done and that is it for you, you can always make it to a 16:9. That is where I make my final digital board. But I'm actually going to save it for now and do the same thing that I did already and create another 3:4 squared digital vision board. And then I will be putting them together. So I'm going to go ahead and pick out the other images that I want to see to make my second part of the vision board. And then I'm going to adjust it up a little bit. You can also rearrange it to your liking, since you're going to put these two squares together. And then we're going to hit the check mark and save the image. And now we're going to go back to collage grid and put these two that we've already created and saved together. It's your choice how you want the layout to be. I made mine side by side, so that way it can stretch out into a nice 16:9 format.
So there you have it. We just created our first vision board. Feel free to keep watching more of my content of talking about iPhone photography lifestyle, city girl, inspirational things. And I think this basically falls into my favorite category, which is doing things independently and going for your goals and living your dreams. That's basically what I did. I never in my million years thought that I would become an iPhone photographer for a living and make it more of a thing, but I did visualize more for myself. And sure enough, I just keep creating more and more and more. So if you like this kind of content, feel free to watch my journey. Like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube. It'll really help a lot. Thank you guys so much for again watching my video on how to create a vision board for 2024. Again, like, subscribe, comment. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.